Nat Turner is more significant than John Marshall in understanding Andrew Jackson's time in office due to the effects he had on Jackson and how he altered the entire nation's view on slavery. I believe this because his actions were the start of many people starting to question slavery, even though it was commonly practiced and people didn't think anything of it at the time. Andrew Jackson owned many slaves himself and referred to them as unfortunate creatures. But with people changing their views thinking slavery should be abolished to prevent future attacks, likely put Jackson under enormous pressure. He probably thought citizens would turn on him since he supported slavery and would get negative attention from the whole country. Marshall, on the other hand, opposed Jackson's decisions and election, and Jackson ignored his reasoning regarding the Cherokee Indians' case. And there was nothing Marshall could do about it except state his opinion. According to ConstitutionCenter.org, presidents are able to ignore the decisions of the Supreme Court. Therefore, he could not change Jackson's decisions. Nat Turner's rebellion shaped American history because it was the first step leading up to the Civil War, which is arguably the biggest war with the most impacts ever fought on American soil. Nat Turner has shaped the way people today view Jackson as a president. Today, slavery is a topic we don't talk about often because it is perceived as very negative by many people. When we hear that Andrew Jackson owned slaves and supported the practice, we think he must have been a bad guy who was self-centered and treated others badly, even though slavery was common when he served his terms. But since racial separation is such a controversial topic, many people think of him negatively. Turner has had a lasting effect on our lives today, even though he's not widely known across the country. He's had an everlasting impact on many lives, especially on people whose skin is of color. Can you imagine how they would be treated today if Nat Turner had never stood up for himself and others? There could possibly not be a 13th Amendment today if it wasn't for him. People have mixed opinions on Turner today because he did murder many innocent people, but he was also very brave, though he showed it in a not-so-likable way.